All right, y'all. Cooper Flagg has won the 2025-26 Kia NBA Rookie of the Year award, edging out his former college roommate, Con Knuppel. Flagg received 56 out of 100 first-place votes, and Knuppel received the other 44. The 2025 #1 overall pick averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.2 steals. Flagg was the first rookie since Michael Jordan to lead his team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. This is crazy. Among his many rookie year accomplishments was his 51-point performance against Orlando, where he became the first teenager to ever score a 50-piece in an NBA game. Rudy, IT, do you think the voters got it right? And I got to just start by saying, when you're the #1 draft pick and all that pressure is on you, everybody's expecting you to be great, it is really hard to actually deliver that. We don't see it at this level too often. But with that being said, there was other great candidates for this. So what do we think? IT, Rudy, did they get it right?
I think, look, first and foremost, shout out to Con, because he had a hell of a season. He really helped that team be successful this year. And also, shout out to Jason Kidd, man. He set Cooper up to be successful this year. Obviously, it takes talent, it takes mental toughness to be able to produce at any level, especially like we're here, and especially on that team. But, I think it's very, very, very well deserved. He did a lot of great things this year. I think he took some big strides, and, I'm really excited to see how his career ends up.
I agree with Rudy. I think it could have went both ways.
Okay.
All year long, I was saying Con Knuppel for sure. But the way Cooper Flagg ended the regular season, he had a 50-point game. He really took over games toward the end of the year. It was like you couldn't go wrong with picking either of those guys. So shout out to both of those guys. But congrats on Rookie of the Year for Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just shooting, though. It's a little bit of everything. It's defense, it's rebounding. He's hustling, and it feels like he's just getting started, right? My question to y'all is, how much better can this guy get? Like
Cooper?
The future is clearly bright for him. How good could this dude be?
Well, I mean, we saw, all the tools that he has. I think with him, it's just, kind of sharpening his knives, like trying to, zone in on when to do what, when to make plays and when to go and score. Like and that's part of what J.K. did this year about putting him at point guard, because he's did a great job of adjusting and figuring out his spots. But I mean, he's 19 years old.
Right.
He can get better at everything. He's gonna get stronger. He's going to be more consistent. Like, this is his job now. His job is to get better at basketball and spend his time playing basketball. So, it's different now. And
right.
If he was here to tell you, he'll tell you it's different now.
For sure.
Well, he's here. He'll tell you.
Tell me, IT.
I think the sky's the limit for him. I mean, even once he gets around better players, the game is going to be even easier. Like, when Kyrie comes back, it's going to allow his game to open up even more. I think most importantly, he should probably work on his shooting all off-season, get that better, and be more dynamic in that. But other than that, like, he has the full package. He's doing it all, a little bit of everything. And like I said, once he's around even better players, it's gonna be tough.
Cooper Flagg, the full package. Love to hear it. We got more coming up, so stick around with us here on The Association. We'll be right back.
Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year, getting 56 first-place votes. Con Knuppel coming in at second with 44 first-place votes. VJ Edgecombe, Dylan Harper, and then Cedric Coward. And Cooper Flagg joined NBC to react to winning the award.
Cooper Flagg, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, congratulations, Cooper. What was it like to just hear your name called as Grant Hill opens up that envelope?
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, it's surreal. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's obviously the award that all the rookies come in, to their first year and are searching out and wanting to get that, recognition. So I think, like Grant said, I mean, it just means a lot, and I'm really blessed.
Coop, T-Mac here. I remember a time in my career where I was fighting for trying to win a scoring title against the late, great Kobe Bryant, and I was just watching him from afar. I was in the East, he was in the West. Did you do the same with your roommate, your college roommate, Con Knuppel, where he was playing so well? Were you keeping an eye on how well he was playing just to make sure it motivated you to get this award?
For sure. I mean, I see the games, every night. I can check the box scores. I see it on Instagram, whatever. So, but I think also, I was watching Con just because, I mean, that's one of my brothers. We have such a good connection, and, we're going to be, there for each other for the rest of our lives. So I think I was watching him, as a fan as well. But there's obviously that competition at the same time.
It's VC here. Talk about the pressures of being the #1 pick, the expectations behind that, and you navigating your way into this award. I mean, it's easy to play in ups and downs, but we don't know what happens. But talk about how you were able to get to this point in being the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I think you talk about pressure and things like that. I mean, this season, it was a lot different, going into it and what I was expecting, how the season ended up turning out. So I think dealing with that on the fly, kind of adjusting and, kind of getting thrown in the fire right away like that, it helped me long term and throughout the season of just getting really comfortable, growing my game. I think I grew in a lot of different areas throughout the year. So that's something that I look back to that helped me out along the way.
Cool, Melo here. Shout out to your mom and pop, man. Shout out to the family. They did a great job, man, and they've been rocking with you for a long time. Still by your side. Everywhere you went, I saw them, as they should be. But you got yours now. What is your message to the next class that's coming up?
For sure, yeah. Thank you first, but I think my message was just to use, this award and things like that, but just to be motivated. Just use it as competition. But just go out there every night and just play, as hard as you can, impact the game in a lot of different ways. And I think that's something that I've always prided myself on, just playing the game to impact it and impact winning in a lot of different ways. So I would say just do that, and you kind of let the rest of the stuff figure itself out.
Cool. We play an 82-game season, it's a long season, and there's a lot of growth in that season. If we go to the film room and we sit down and watch film from your first game to your last game, tell me what you see. What's the difference?
I think the biggest thing for me that sticks out, and even as the season was going along and I was watching back to some of the earlier games, I think just being comfortable was the biggest thing for me. I didn't feel extremely comfortable at first. Obviously, I was a little bit challenged and put into a different position right away, but just being comfortable out there, in all areas of the game, defensively, offensively, but just having the comfortability to just play my game and do what I do came a long way.
It's VC again. I got the opportunity to play with the great Jason Kidd and got to see his ability on the court and how he would see the game and see plays for us. Talk about how he helped you along the way. There was a lot of talk about Jay Kidd is putting the ball in your hands, playing the point guard. Talk about how he was in your corner and helped you develop and see the game and help the game slow down for you.
For sure, yeah. I think, first of all, Jay Kidd is just, the ultimate player's coach. So, he was there for me from day one. We started building that relationship, but I think it just starts with him knowing the game at an extremely high level. Like you said, you played with him. He reads the game at an incredible, level and pace, and I think just having that and learning from him and kind of picking his brain at what he's seen out there and, him just trying to put me in the right spots, I think it just helped me to learn a lot about the game really quick.
Nice.
All right, Coop, go ahead.
Now, I just want to know, what are we working on this offseason?
You're always working on everything, but, I just want to continue to get comfortable off the dribble, get into spots, and working on those type of things. And, obviously there'll be growth, all around with the shooting and ball handling, but that's the main thing for sure.
I got some advice.
Working that post, too.
Coop, work on that three-point shot. You get that down, you'll be unguardable.
Sure.
Hey, Coop, my last question for you. You're done with your first season. You won the Rookie of the Year. Can you please give us your welcome to the league moment? All these guys have one. Give me yours.
Welcome to the league. I would say I have a pretty standard one, a pretty easy one. If I just look back to the first game, like I said, I didn't feel extremely comfortable out there. And I think just being matched up with, Victor, it was a different experience.
Yeah.
He came out, he looked at everything, was dunking from everywhere on the court, was hitting step back three. So it was definitely one of those moments for sure.
Well, congratulations, Cooper. We hope you enjoy the offseason. We look forward to continue to watch you grow, and congratulations again on being the Rookie of the Year.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, cool.
Thank you, guys.